Magandang araw mga ka-PTEC. Medyo marami na akong utang for the let, but here we are. We're going to resume the different videos that will be provided po para sa inyo as you are preparing for your let, I believe this coming March. So, this will be actually the 12th na video na ginawa po natin, but the succeeding videos that will be provided po by the PTEC will be more on other topics like Gen Sci and the related courses or subjects, no? So at this point, ay professional subject po muna ang ating coverage, and this will be our session number 12. Alright? Sa mga hindi pa po nakakakita o ngayon lang makakakita ng aming video, please check our the playlist ng ating PTEC Let Review program. This is for free and all you have to do is to subscribe, and we would be glad if you will be able, no, to share our link, no, to some of your friends para naman po may matulungan po kami na mga kagaya po ninyo na aspiring, no, na school the school teacher, professional teacher, alright? So, ang atin pong session ay panglabing-dalawa na po, and this will be under the professional education. So let's start with question number 1. Human experience is the basis for knowledge rather than uh, authority, no? So this philosophy best describes blank, no? A. Progressivism, B. Perennialism, C. Essentialism, or D. Humanism. Again, mga kapitek, ang focus natin dito is that how you're going to attack the question. So always look for the clue or the keywords na makikita po natin sa ating STEM that can be related to the answer. So in this particular case, we talk about the human experience as the basis for knowledge rather than authority. So from the word, yung human experience, ano nga ba ang pinaka related dito, no? So parang trap yung humanism, ano? Pero pag human experience as the basis for knowledge rather than authority, ito po ay under siya ng progressivism, no? Yung philosophy na to ay under ng progressivism. Next po, according to the progressivist philosophy, promoting the use of project work centered around the scientific method also helps students engage in critical thinking, problem solving, and block. A. Rote learning, B. Associative thinking, C. Decision making, or D. Remembering. So from the progressivist philosophy, the use of project work, no? Ganun din ang paggamit ng scientific method ay nakakatulong daw in terms of the development ng critical thinking, problem solving, and ano dyan? The correct answer is letter C, decision making. So definitely it's not rote learning. Definitely it's not remembering. B and C would be the viable option, but based on the two given choices already, the critical thinking and problem solving, ang pinaka-related na dito ay yung decision making. Alright, question number 3. Blank is the most revered Chinese classical literature which contains the sayings of Confucius. A. Analects, B. Academia, C. Dialects, or D. Hieroglyphs. Correct answer? Recall question tayo ng Chinese classical literature ni Confucius. Ang tamang sagot ay letter A, Analects. Question 4. Which of the following advocated, no, the sound mind and sound body principle? Okay, sound mind and sound body principle. A. Egyptian education, B. Athenian education, C. Spartan education, or D. Babylonian education. The correct answer here is sound mind and sound body. That rings a bell. That the idea is related to the Athenian education. Dalawa actually yan, ano, na Greek education. Meron kang Spartan at saka meron kang Athenian, no? But in comparison between the two, yung Spartan education ay more on military yung training niya, military yung background, which is very different with the Athenian education. So in this case, for question number 4, the correct answer is letter B, Athenian education. Question number 5, the philosopher who postulated know thyself and accepted the fundamental principles of Protagoras that man is the measure of all things is blood. So maraming mga key points, yung know thyself and man as the measure of all things. Okay, nabanggit pa yung pangalan ni Protagoras dyan. Again, the recall question, makikita natin, this philosopher is Socrates. No? Better known for the Socratic method. So the know thyself and that the man is the measure of all things, so related po yan kay Socrates. Take note, of course, si Plato, Aristotle, and Galileo, meron din silang kanya-kanyang mga fundamental principles na pinapaniwalaan. But in this particular case, it is Socrates. Question number 6. Who founded the world's first university known as the Academy? Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, or Galileo? Of course, recall question, ang Academy ay kay Plato. Okay. Question number 7. Blank is the complex whole which includes the customs, the beliefs, mores, folkways of a certain group of people. A. Education. B. Norm. C. Status. Or D. Culture. Ano yung mga keywords natin dito? Our keywords here include ano ba yung mga keywords natin? Okay, keywords natin dito ay customs, no, and beliefs, mores, folkways of a certain group of people. So, ang tamang sagot dito ay letter D, culture, that refers to the culture. Customs, beliefs, mores, folkways, ito ay related kay culture. Question number 8, which of the following is not a characteristic of culture? A, culture is a group product. B, culture is constant. C, culture is learned. Or D, culture is adaptive. From the definition itself, culture is a combination of a lot of factors that can be seen within a particular community. So definitely it's a group product because it's not only made by one, but it's a combination of the different factors. Culture is learned because it can be passed on from one generation to another. And culture is adaptive because basically culture is evolving. No? Nag-i-evolve yung culture, nagkakaroon ng adaptation, nagkakaroon ng pagbabago, but it is still called the culture. No? Culture pa rin yun ng community kung saan ito napapabila. Ang hindi lang characteristic po dito ay ang letter B, that culture is constant. No? Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin constant yan because it is constantly changed, it is constantly shaped, it is constantly evolving. So, yung constant kasi ay hindi malinaw pag-define dito sa question number 8, kaya ang tamang sagot po dito ay letter B. Question number 9. Which philosophy adheres to the idea that man has a natural goodness of him and that truth can only be found through nature? So, which philosophy adheres to the idea that man has a natural goodness of him and that truth can only be found through nature? Keywords: truth can be found in nature. Natural goodness of man. And these are the keywords that are related to naturalism. No? Ang sagot for natin for number 9 ay naturalism. In these cases ng mga tanong, mga kapitek, we just have to recall, no? Atakihin lang natin itong sagot na ang mga tanong na ito sa pamamagitan ng pag-recall ng mga relevant na mga topics na pwede or mga terms na pwede mong ikabit, no, dito sa question na naibigay. Alright? So, question number 9, naturalism. Question number 10, the educational philosophy that focuses on the conscious reasoning of the mind in order to attain the truth, and that ultimate truths for matter is nothing but just mere representation of ideas, is blank. A. Realism, B. Idealism, C. Naturalism, or D. Essentialism. Keywords: conscious reasoning of the mind, ultimate truths for matter. Okay? Mere representation of ideas. So, gagawin lang natin itong mga terms na ito. These phrases are related to idealism. Alright? Nothing but just mere representation of ideas. Okay? So, siguro ang pinaka-unang mag-strike out dito, yung term na reasoning of the mind, no? Para makuha daw yung truth. So, basically, it's everything is represented on an idea, based on a particular idea, and that idea is the one that, of course, propels, no, yung educational philosophy na tinatawag po natin na idealism. Okay? Realism, hindi po, no? Naturalism, nabanggit natin kanina, has something to do with the nature of man. Essentialism, mamaya makikita din po natin yung sample niya. Right? Question 11. A philosopher believes that the ultimate reality is the world of physical objects. And his concern is on the actualities of life. What idea is advocated by the said philosopher? Ultimate reality is the world of physical objects, and his concern is on the actualities of life. If that would be the premise, ang sagot po natin dito ay letter B, idealism. I'm so sorry. Baliktad po yata ito. I think this is more on the realism. Okay. World of physical objects, and his concern is on the actualities of life. That's correct. Parang mali yung nalagay ko na sa, it should be realism. Okay? Idealism po yung kanina. Good. Next, we have question 12. Which educational philosophy postulates, no, that learning is based on the willingness of the student to choose and give meaning to the subject, and that life is what you make based on your freedom to choose? For question number 12, mga ka-PTEC, ang pinupunto natin dito is that learning is based on the willingness of the student to choose. So meron siyang freedom, no? Meron siyang tinatawag na the will, no? Meron siyang option, no, for the student to choose and give meaning to the subject, and that life is what you make based on your freedom to choose. This educational philosophy is the best description of existentialism. No? The very existence of a person depends on how the person will choose, no, how it should be done, and how the person will make meaning, no, of the different subjects, no, in life. And there is the striking statement of the freedom of the person to choose. So kapag ganun po yung premise, ang sagot po natin dito ay existentialism. Okay? Question 13. I believe that students need to focus on traditional or back to basic approach in education, and learners need fundamental skills and knowledge in order to become efficient and effective individually. I believe in the premise of Black. So, being able to describe yung terms like back to basic approach, fundamental skills and knowledge, ito lang dalawang yan, ano? Back to basic approach, fundamental skills and knowledge in order for the person to become effective and efficient. So, yung two phrases na yan will largely define essentialism. The essence of a person is dependent on the skills and knowledge, no, for the person to become effective and efficient. And the back to basic approach, no, makikita natin na yung essentialism can be related, no, dun sa, of course, yung idea natin that ano ba kailangan talaga ng bata for the person to become effective. Yung quality education pa natin, ano bang ibig sabihin nito? Ano ba kailangan niyang makuha? Ayan. So, in this particular case, ito ang sagot natin dito ay Essentialism. What is essential? What is significant? Yeah. Fundamental skills and knowledge. Question number 14. The educational philosophy, which is anchored on the idea that what is experienced and observed are true and is almost also synonymous to functionality and practicality. All right? Functionality and practicality. Keywords natin, functionality and practicality. Okay, yun lang. Alam mo na kaagad dyan na ito ay pragmatism. Okay? Pragmatist. John Dewey is very uh, popular, was one of those pragmatists. Okay? Again, ang pragmatism is synonymous to functionality and the practicality. So in the curriculum, lagi natin nakikita yan because the pragmatist philosophy is always attributed, no, to all the curriculum na sinusulat natin, na nakikita natin what is functional and what is practical, no, should be the one that can be delivered or can be taught, no, sa ating mga learners. All right? And finally, ang ating question number 15, 15 items lang po muna tayo ngayon, ano? The premise that truth is universal and does not depend on circumstances of place, time, and person is attributed to Black. Essentialism, existentialism, perennialism, and realism. Anong keyword natin? Not dependent on place, time, and person. Okay? So, it's not dependent on place, time, and person. Siguro, pwede nating uh, mabanggit, ma-emphasize yung time. No? So, it's, yun pa lang, makikita mo na ito ay perspektibo, no, ng perennialism. It's perennial. It doesn't look into the boundary that is being set by place, being set by time, or by being set by the person. It's perennial. Okay? So, yung universal truth, no? The premise that truth is universal and wala itong boundary ng place, time, and person. Okay? Yan po ang meaning ng tinatawag natin na perennialism philosophy. Alright? So, there you go. 15 quick items, mga kapitek. I hope that meron ka ulit na pulot, no, na idea ngayong araw habang pinanood mo itong ating video. We're looking to provide you with more. Pasensya na po, medyo naging busy lang po tayo with our Encash review. But rest assured that we will be giving you more materials, no, para po sa inyong let. So habang ikaw ay nasa daan, you can listen to us, you can look at our videos, at kahit papaano, no, may maitulong po kami sa inyo. So good luck, mga future licensed professional teachers. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more relevant let review videos. Magandang araw, mga kapitid.